Hello, my name is Jang, a student who will be graduating from the University of Massachusetts Amherst. I'm a senior and my major, I'm an English major. So in the time that I'm given, I want to give a speech of the most difficult challenge I have ever faced. To give you context, I'm the eldest son of an immigrant parent, a best friend for my beloved sister, an athlete, and sometimes a psychologist to the ones dearest to me. The point being, I always felt a lot of responsibility through the course of my life. So at this point, it may seem that I'm unbreakable. However, the truth is that before entering this program, I was astronomically weak. Not physically, of course. However, I was my own worst enemy. I had difficulty looking at myself in the mirror on a consistent basis because I felt that I was never enough with whatever I had done. Now, where does mentality stem from, is what you may be thinking. To answer that question honestly, it stemmed from the way my parents raised me. They always had worked tirelessly from as young as I could have remembered, but still felt that they did not do enough. In fact, I still remember what my father said to me while leaving for work at 4 a.m. on my 11th birthday. Son, I love you very much, and I know I will not be able to celebrate your birthday as early as you would have liked. However, I want you to know that I am sorry. I'm sorry that the work I do will not make enough money for the iPod you wanted, only if I had the energy to work more. The following day, my father bought the iPod that he believed he could have not afford, but I could tell from the way he looked at me, he wanted to give more. Fast forward to my first day at I Have a Future Boss and my internship. So I walked right in with a self-destructive mindset after making a few mistakes, and one in particular is with writing my first set of emails to the state coalition, in which I saw a lot of comments, red lines, and words crossed, and edits by my mentor. And as an English major, this was extremely demoralizing. Because, like, what? This should be my forte. So this led to me writing various drafts and practicing until midnight on my own. And on that note, I was already on the track to burning it. Then it came to my special project known as the Power Hour. The purpose of these sessions were to equip the youth with knowledge, tools, and to make the power in communities throughout Massachusetts a better place, essentially. And acknowledging that this was a new program that I created for the organization, a lot was at stake here, especially since I have a strong passion to serve the people. To keep the long story short, I also once again have failed I have failed my first session. Hence, I kept diving deeper in the depths of doubt. Sorry, getting emotional here. However, I managed to run into this one man who is the director of AMCAN, Massachusetts Community Action Network, who goes by the name Brother Will. The first thing he noticed about me when entering the office was that I looked like an overworked parent of 12. Yes. In which he came up to me and asked if I was okay, but judging from the look he gave me, it was as if he knew that I was about to say yes. But after the small talk was over, he gave a speech to the organization about feedback. And the one sentiment that transformed my perspective is when he decided to later on engage with me and ask this daunting question. Why are you abusing yourself? And do you not love yourself? Admittedly, it was a loaded question. I felt as if I were put in front of a mirror to only see an empty figure, a silhouette. I cannot quite put it into words, but let's just say this greatly brewed discomfort within me. The answer was painfully simple. No. I can write an entire novel of what has occurred since that moment we have met. However, to get straight to the point, I've rediscovered a lost part of myself. I have learned to appreciate that the roles I had hold within my life is not only valuable, but also beautiful. Perhaps a better way to put it, was that my experience here helped me realize that I was an author that was too focused on perfecting the punctuation of the novel as opposed to the actual story meant to be told. The specific reason why I told the story from my perspective is because I know there are many like me who harbor feelings of imperfection. Every single one of you should know that you do host the potential to do great, but it will most definitely take time and effort to recognize that potential and optimize it.